The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the small town of Eldergrove. It was a quaint place, where the pace of life was slow, and the air was filled with the sounds of nature. In this town lived a woman named Clara, who had recently celebrated her 80th birthday. Clara was known not just for her age but for her vitality, her radiant skin, and her ability to keep up with her grandchildren as they played in the park. People often asked her what her secret was, and while she had many habits that contributed to her longevity, one stood out above the rest: her relationship with water. Clara remembered her childhood in a time when the world was less complicated, and the importance of water was often taken for granted. Back then, she would run through sprinklers on hot summer days, drink from garden hoses, and fill her cup from the well without a second thought. But as she grew older, she began to understand the profound impact of hydration on her health and longevity. It wasn't just about quenching thirst, it was about nurturing her body and mind. She had learned early on that water was not merely a beverage but a vital component of life itself. It was the essence that kept her cells functioning, her organs operating smoothly, and her mind clear. Clara made it a point to drink water throughout the day, but she also became conscious of the quality of the water she consumed. In her quest for health, she discovered that not all water was created equal. Tap water, bottled water, spring water, filtered water, each type had its own unique properties, and understanding these differences became a part of her daily ritual. Clara's journey into the world of hydration began with a simple question: what is the best way to drink water? She found that the answer was not just about quantity but also about the timing and method of consumption. She learned that starting her day with a glass of water was crucial for rehydrating her body after a long night's sleep. It was as if she were waking up her cells, giving them the energy they needed to function optimally. This first glass of water became a sacred ritual, often infused with a slice of lemon or a sprinkle of sea salt, both of which she believed helped to balance her body's pH and replenish electrolytes. As the day unfolded, Clara made it a point to sip water consistently rather than gulping down large amounts at once. This practice not only kept her hydrated but also aided in digestion. She often paired her meals with a glass of water, but she learned to wait until after she had eaten to drink more. This allowed her body to focus on digesting food without being overwhelmed by excess liquid. Clara believed that moderation was key, and she found that listening to her body's signals was the best guide for how much water she needed. Throughout the years, Clara experimented with various hydration practices. She discovered the benefits of herbal teas, which not only provided hydration but also came with additional health benefits. Chamomile, peppermint, and green tea became staples in her daily routine, offering warmth and comfort while enhancing her overall hydration. Clara found joy in brewing her own teas, often adding fresh herbs from her garden, which not only elevated the flavors but also infused her drinks with nutrients. Clara's understanding of water quality deepened as she became more aware of the contaminants that could lurk in her drinking water. She invested in a high-quality water filter that removed impurities and ensured that she was drinking clean, fresh water. The difference was palpable. She felt more energized, her skin glowed, and she experienced fewer digestive issues. Clara often shared her knowledge with her friends and family, emphasizing the importance of knowing where one's water came from and advocating for clean water access for everyone. The impact of water quality extended beyond mere hydration. It also played a role in her overall health and wellness. Clara had read studies that linked the consumption of clean water with lower risks of chronic diseases. She understood that water could help flush out toxins, support kidney function, and even improve cognitive abilities. As she aged, she found that staying properly hydrated helped her maintain her mobility and flexibility, allowing her to enjoy activities like gardening and walking her dog, Max. Clara's commitment to hydration went hand in hand with her dietary choices. She found that incorporating water-rich foods into her meals enhanced her hydration levels. Fruits and vegetables like cucumbers, watermelon, oranges, and leafy greens became staples in her diet. They not only nourished her body but also contributed to her overall water intake. Clara enjoyed experimenting with smoothies, blending her favorite fruits and vegetables with a splash of water for a refreshing and hydrating treat. This practice not only satisfied her taste buds but also provided her with essential vitamins and minerals. As the years passed, Clara became more attuned to the subtle signs of dehydration. She learned to recognize the early symptoms: dry skin, fatigue, and a slight headache. These cues prompted her to reach for her water bottle, which she always kept within arm's reach. Clara understood that hydration was not just a habit but a lifestyle choice, one that required mindfulness and intention. She often encouraged her friends to carry water bottles with them, reminding them that hydration should be a priority, not an afterthought. Clara's approach to hydration also included the importance of mindfulness. She practiced drinking water with intention, taking a moment to appreciate the refreshing sensation as it flowed down her throat. Each sip was a reminder of her commitment to her health and longevity. She found that this practice brought her a sense of peace, grounding her in the present moment. Clara often shared this philosophy with her grandchildren, teaching them to appreciate the simple act of drinking water and to be mindful of their body's needs. As she entered her later years, Clara became increasingly aware of the connection between hydration and mental clarity. She noticed that when she was well hydrated, her mind felt sharper, her mood was elevated, and she could engage more fully in conversations with her loved ones. She believed that staying hydrated played a crucial role in maintaining cognitive function as one aged. Clara often engaged in activities that stimulated her mind, such as puzzles and reading, but she knew that none of these pursuits would be as enjoyable without the foundation of good hydration. Clara's friends often marveled at her energy and enthusiasm for life. They would gather around her kitchen table, sipping herbal teas and sharing stories, and she would remind them of the importance of water. "It's not just about living longer," she would say, "it's about living well." Clara believed that hydration was a key component of a vibrant life, one that allowed her to embrace each day with gratitude and joy. As she reflected on her journey, Clara realized that her relationship with water was about more than just physical health. It was a source of connection to her community, her family, and herself. She had cultivated a lifestyle that honored her body's needs, and in doing so, she had fostered a sense of well-being that radiated from within. Clara knew that her story was not just her own, it was a testament to the power of hydration and the choices one could make to enhance their quality of life. On her 81st birthday, Clara decided to host a gathering for her friends and family. She wanted to celebrate not just her life but the lessons she had learned along the way. As her loved ones arrived, she greeted them with glasses of infused water, cucumber and mint, lemon and basil, and berry blends. The table was adorned with vibrant fruits and vegetables, a colorful reminder of the water-rich foods that had nourished her for decades. As they sat around the table, Clara shared her hydration journey, recounting the importance of drinking water mindfully, choosing quality sources, and incorporating water-rich foods into their diets. Her friends listened intently, nodding in agreement as she spoke about the impact of water on aging and overall health. Clara encouraged them to embrace hydration as a lifestyle, one that could enhance their vitality and well-being. That evening, as the stars twinkled above Eldergrove, Clara felt a profound sense of fulfillment. She had not only shared her wisdom but had also inspired those around her to take charge of their health. She knew that the journey of hydration was ongoing, and she was excited to continue exploring its depths, one sip at a time. As the years rolled on, Clara remained a beacon of health and vitality. Her commitment to hydration became a legacy that she passed down to her family. Her children and grandchildren learned to appreciate the importance of water, not just as a drink but as a fundamental element of life. They carried on her traditions, finding joy in the simple act of hydration, and Clara felt a deep sense of pride knowing that her lessons would continue to resonate through generations. In the heart of Eldergrove, Clara's story became a reminder of the power of water, a reminder that the choices we make today can shape our tomorrows. With each glass raised, each sip savored, Clara celebrated the gift of life, the joy of connection, and the beauty of living well. And in that celebration, she found her true secret to longevity, a deep, abiding love for water and all that it offered.